so much, Stanley Mbichi, for that report. Now, away from that, in Wairimu, the widow to Dutch businessman Tob Cohen has objected the release of Cohen's body for burial after the post-mortem analysis. Carlin B was at the Chiromo Mortuary where the autopsy exam was being conducted and gives us this report.
The post-mortem could not begin without the presence of Sarah Wairimu, wife to Tob Cohen, and one of the suspects in the alleged murder of her husband. The application by her lawyer, Philip Murgur, filed at the Milimani Law Courts Wednesday, seeking to have Wairimu produced from the Langata Women's Prison and escorted to Chiromo Mortuary to attend the post-mortem was granted. Wairimu arrived accompanied by several prison wardens. Cohen's sister, Gabrielle Cohen, had indicated the need to have the body for burial within 36 hours. Wairimu has written to the manager of Chiromo Mortuary and the registrar of deaths objecting the release of Cohen's remains. Instead, she is demanding to be handed the burial permit.
Sarah rejects the claim of the sister of Cohen to take the body and bury it anywhere or wherever she wants.
Sarah has also indicated not being aware of his husband's wish of being buried in the shortest time possible.
But the fact of being charged does not take away the right of a wife to her husband's body and to bury the same with the dignity it deserves.
Some minutes past 5, Wairimu was escorted back to the Langata Women's Prison. The post-mortem was undertaken in an approximate 7 hours.
Wairimu, mambo vipi? Uko mzima?
That's enough.
Wairimu, how was it?
That's enough.
Chief Pathologist Johansen Odwor conducted the analysis in the presence of Dr. Emily Rugena, the pathologist representing Cohen's family, and Professor Andrew Gashie, representing Sarah Wairimu. The post-mortem report will only be released to the concerned parties.
We had so many findings in the body, details of which we are unable to release right now, because as we are all aware, there are details and there's an existing court order.
Cliff Ombeta, representing Cohen's family, says all parties involved in the case will have to sit down and resolve the right of burial on Thursday.
And we tend to think that this is something that we can solve without going to fight and dragging the late through this kind of a tussle.
Tob Cohen's body was allegedly retrieved Friday at an underground water tank. Caroline B, KTN News.
Now, meanwhile, pathologists who conducted a post-mortem on the body of the late Tob Cohen said they were in agreement on the findings, but said more tests would be done. This is what they said.
So many findings in the body, details of which we are unable to release right now, because as we are all aware, there are details and there's an existing court order which bar us from talking about the details of the case.
We are going to compile the reports which will be sent to the respective concerned people. Of course, we are all law-abiding citizens, including the journalists, and we are very clear on what the law states, that any investigation must not be discussed in public. So we would want to respect that, to respect our courts, to honor them, and therefore we will leave it at that for the time being.
Aware of what the results are, this is something we cannot be able to comment. We were there inside, the postmortem has been done, we have been there with the doctors, the results are out. A few more tests need to be done, but the findings are there. But I can't say anything beyond that.